Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Jalasan Tarot. My name is Kimberly and super appreciative of you being here today. If this is your first time, welcome for the first time to the channel. So let's get into it. We are asking this person that is currently on your mind, what do they want to say to you if they could? What would they say if they could? This person might have some sort of circumstances where you and this person aren't communicating. Could be a no contact or some sort of separation. So this would apply to a situation like that. Could also be some of you that are already in a connection with this person. They may keep things to themselves. You might sense that there's something they want to communicate with you, or it could be a person that has a hard time sharing their emotions. Whatever it is, we're keeping it open. So if this sounds like your reading, then welcome. Now, if you already know which pile, whether it's the tarot deck or the crystal, that you're getting that intuitive hit, then don't forget the timestamps are down below in the description. I also pinned them to the top of the comments for those of you that want just to go there quickly. However, some of you that want to stick around for the pile selection, let's get into it. So for pile one, we have this purple agate stone or crystal. And for some reason, I thought it was super dope with the Mermaid tarot deck. So that's what we will be using, pile one. So again, the Mermaid tarot deck with this purple agate dyed crystal or stone. Okay, and that's for pile number one. Pile number two, we have this spirit quartz crystal. And for your reading today, we will be using the Disney Villains Tarot deck. For you, pile two. So again, the Disney Villains Tarot with the Spirit Quartz Crystal. For your reading, pile two. For pile three, we have this piece of amethyst crystal. And for your reading today, pile three, we will be using the Galactic Star Tarot deck. So again, the Galactic Star Tarot deck with the amethyst crystal for pile three. Guys, feel free to pause at this time if you need a moment to meditate or just to tune into the energies of the piles or the readings. My intention is that you will choose one of the piles, but there may be more than one messages and more than one reading if you feel inclined. That being said, I do also want to give the disclaimer that we're talking about, what this person would say to you if they could, whatever reason they're not. So keep in mind that I'm going to keep it 100. I need to keep it real. So whatever this person would communicate to you, I'm going to be 100% honest is my point. So if you're ready to receive the messages and you know what reading is yours, then I will meet you there. Bye, guys. Hi, guys, and welcome to your reading today. So if you chose the purple agate crystal and or the Mermaid tarot deck, then this is your reading. So welcome. So this person currently that you are thinking about, this person on your mind, We're asking today, what would they say to you if they could? For whatever reason, they're not communicating this to you. You might sense that they need to say something to you, or you might just be wondering if there is anything they would say, what would it be? So, like I said, we're going to keep it open. We're going to get four cards, and then we're going to get the clarifiers. So, thank you, Spirit, of course, for coming through today for the collective. As always, thank you so much. All right. So, the person on your mind, Pal One, what would they say to you if they could? What would this person say to Pal One? If they could, if they were able to communicate this, what would they say? So we have the Page of Cups rotating somewhat in the reversal, but again, because of the way it fell, let's double check. We're going to do it one more time. Right? Okay. So we're going to take it upright. We have the Page of Cups. And we're going to see if that was meant to be upright. Spirit typically doesn't make mistakes. We have Page of Pentacles coming up in the reversal. We got the Five of Wands. Let's get our last card. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of what I'm getting is that this person would tell you what's keeping them from moving forward. This person has been really hesitant to make whatever offer, or if they've been inconsistent, especially with the Page in the reversal of Pentacles. It's giving the energy of someone that is not only, it could be in and out, hot and cold energy, breadcrumbing, so to speak. So if this person was in that energy, I feel as though this person would own up to that. They would tell you that they would want to reciprocate moving forward because they do have feelings for you. As a matter of fact, it's giving some of their feelings is like a little bit of crush feelings. So we have the Ace of Cups coming through, somewhat sideways, but not an official reversal. And it's coming through with the Page of Cups, a fresh start. This person really might have strong feelings for you, and they may not have ever told you. You might already know that, though, if you sense that they have feelings for you. All right, so we have the Tower coming through, guys. Now, for some of you, I'm getting that there could have been a Tower moment that kept this person from moving forward in your direction. Or I should say, because this person didn't move forward, that is what created the Tower moment. If they ghosted, for example, we got the Hierophant coming through with the Ten of Pentacles. Something about commitment or how they view the future is causing a little bit of conflict. I would say some heated energy for them. All right, let's get our last card. The Four of Cups. All right, and then we got the Four of Pentacles. So here's the thing, guys. I think this person might not be moving forward in your direction. That could be for a lot of you. If this person is moving forward, there is something that they're keeping from you. And I think a lot of that could be just consistency or some sort of, or taking it to the next stage, I guess. It really depends on where you are at in this connection. But I'm going to speak to the majority because the majority of you, I feel like this person would say that they may have really dropped the ball when it came to you. They could have been preoccupied with something else. As much as they want it to be reciprocal, that didn't happen in reality. So For those of you that are resonating, this is a person that may have been hot cold with you, could have sabotaged this connection in some way. And I'm also getting the energy of this could have felt like a really big tower moment between the both of you. It could have been for you, but it could also have been for them. This could have woke them up to where they were placing their priorities or were placing value. We're getting Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck energy. They may have coveted their energy or the feeling of not really, gosh, exposing is the word that's coming in my mind. Exposing their selves to you fully. Though they would tell you they want to because they have emotions for you. We got the Two of Cups coming up after that. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reversal, Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. Okay, this might have been a connection, or this might be a connection that could feel very challenging, pal one. Okay, let's go through it. Gosh, there's just too many messages. So we're going to start with how they feel. They may have told you this or not, but I do believe that what they would say if they could is that you create a lot of sweet feelings and emotions inside of them. They feel jittery when it comes to you. They do want a fresh start. They want, or they wanted, but it's feeling more current. And again, if this is what they would talk to you if they could, it could be that they didn't show you this in the past, and we're going to get there. I'm getting the energy though that they would tell you that they want to try again, but they are they're feeling pretty immature, guys. I'm not going to lie. This could be someone that's just younger than you generally, or literally I should say. But for some of you, this could be someone that's just a little bit on the immature side. We're seeing two pages, and it could be someone that's immature in love. They could be a full grown woman, a full grown man, not to diminish like who they are or them as an adult. But when it comes to love or connections, they could feel like a fish out of water. And they may have fumbled it. You know, we're getting the Tower with the Page of Pentacles. Immediately, I felt with the Page of Pentacles, the energy of this person not really respecting the rainbow. I can't take my eyes off this rainbow. There's a rainbow, there's fairies, there's, again, the page holding something of value. But we're in the reversal here. This person may not have been prioritizing you or this connection. They, like I said, they could have sabotaged, even though they would tell you they didn't mean for it to go that way. And that might sound frustrating. Now, if they were intentional, I feel as though they weren't even intentional. They could have been in their, I don't know, the Four of Cups is giving someone that may not have been in the right state of mind. So it could have just been wrong timing for this person. And maybe that is something they would talk to you about. Like at the time that you came, they may have been healing something. It could have been something that they are releasing, a tower moment in their own life that kept them from moving forward in your direction, or even offering you something stable or consistent. We got the Five of Wands, which, you know, for a lot of readings could feel like competition. It might not be a bad energy, but for this reading, and then we got the Nine of Wands somewhere. There it is. It's giving a little bit of wounded energy. Someone that you may have noticed was resistant whenever it came to taking things to the next level or to the next stage. Or if things were consistent, this person would ghost all of a sudden, where you couldn't really trust this person's energy. A lot of that could have to do with, they would tell you that they may have some serious blocks, and it's challenging for them to even see themselves settle down in a committed, solid relationship in the future. At least that's where they were at if they fumbled the ball with you. Because for me, this is coming through. And again, Ten of Pentacles flipped up as I was shuffling. The Hierophant is this our first major arcana? No, the Tower. Sorry, guys. Let me backpedal a little bit. We got the Tower, which is Scorpio energy, card number 16. This is card number 5, the Hierophant, which is Taurus. It's as though this connection never really grounded itself into the 3D physical world. Also, I'm getting that this person could really have been in deep reflection, could have been journaling, just to sort out whatever it is that you needed to sort out. It could have been thoughts of a future with you. They could have scared themselves. And it almost feels like they went into, it could be offensive or it could be defense for a lot of them, where they have a little bit of their walls are up a little bit and they're defending the wall. To me, that's the energy of them resisting something that could be something more than just page energy. We did get the ace though. So I think what they would say if they could is, I have feelings for you. I would like a fresh start. And that's for a lot of you. For those of you already in a connection and you're sensing that this person is just, it's a little difficult, a little challenging probably for you too, because this person isn't consistent maybe. Six of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. It's almost as if this person is in their head. They could be intoxicated. They could be distracting themselves in some way. And look at this mermaid offering this cup. And this person is just not even noticing the mermaid there. And it's coming through with the Six of Pentacles, which could be an equal give and take energy, a balance. And also, just with the Five of Wands coming, and we're getting all these pentacles, and it does feel like a little bit of a competitive spirit in this energy. To me, that's where the challenge is. Could this person reciprocate? Are they ready? Because whatever it is that they're valuing, they're holding it really close to their chest. Now, we did get the Two of Cups coming up. For some of you, this could be a past connection that this person is having a difficult time releasing, which means it's very difficult for them to start new, even though they might have some really, the Page of Cups could feel like crush energy. This could be beginning stages. Now, if you've known this person for a while, that's kind of where this connection is stuck. It's stuck in the Page energy, which, to go back to the maturity stage of this connection or the maturity of this person when it comes to love. Because like I said before, we have two pages. Now, this person could be also love bombing in some way, with the page being upright and the Page of Pentacles being in the reverse, where they might come in and, they might pull you back in. And it's because they do like you. I'm not saying that they don't. They do have emotions. And I think that's what they would tell you if they could. Though they might say they are going through something, they're recovering from something. That could be with you, or that could be something that has nothing to do with you. You might be that beautiful, gorgeous merman or mermaid offering a cup. And again, this person does want to grasp it. They do want a new beginning. That's what they would tell you. They would tell you, though, they may not have been ready at the time, but are they ready now? Maybe we could find out in the Oracle, guys. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Oracle. I thought it would be interesting to look at messages from the animal spirit guides to see, like, what is the energy if, how they communicate this energy if they were able to. We're asking what would they say to you. It's pretty clear they would tell you that they have feelings for you. They may have been distracted by other things. They may be healing from something. Again, they could be going through a tower moment that they may not even like. It might have something unrelated to love. It could be about business. They could have lost their job, for example, or something stable in their life is being, and they could be the person that hasn't had stability as well. That could be what they're working on. And they may be focused on that. So commitment towards someone else might be very challenging for them to think about at this time. All right. Well, let's see what would they say to you if they could? Is the energy spirit with the animal attack? Any messages, anything we need to hear? What's the animal this person's energy is in? If we could see. We got the walrus and the goose. So this is feeling like bird energy, which even though this bird is on the ground, a goose, is that a turkey? Could be, I don't know, but it could be looks like a pigeon, but a bird of some kind. So to me, that could be air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But with it being on the ground, that could be earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It says express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. This person could be distracting themselves in some way, socializing, getting into some sort of competitive spirit. They could be joining a league of some kind for some of them. Also, I'm getting expression. There could be a song that reminds them of you, or vice versa. They could also be trying to communicate to you through a song or some sort of artistic expression that might be very subtle. You might know what I'm talking about for some of you. For some of you, this is how this person could be starting to communicate in some way. Okay, so now we got the walrus. This is giving water, but it's also giving earth, just because this particular walrus is on the ground. Cloud, Cloud, thank you. He was on the screen. He's such a good boy, though. He typically listens. My cat, Cloud Stripe. Sorry, guys. So the walrus. So water, and especially because we got the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So again, we have a lot going on here, and the only fire energy that I'm really getting is this Five of Wands. So not too much fire is, but we did get the Ace of Wands, which could be representation of passion. But again, if they're not ready, that's what they would talk to you about. Let's see. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Getting a lot about signs and messages in a way with express yourself. So, and then we got the peacock. Wow. This confirms the energy I'm feeling, guys, which is that they may be showing off or representing them. They could have posted a picture, for example. Even if you're blocked to them, you might have found a picture of them. I don't know. Of them with other people, of them partying or having a really good time. For some, they could, or for others, they could be showing up where they're trying to gain your attention in some way that's beating around the bush. Okay, that could be for some of you. That's what I'm getting. It says let yourself stand out and be noticed. And the peacock energy is someone that is flashy or wants you to notice them. But then we're getting the walrus and goose, which kind of feels like lazy energy in a way. So this person could be sending you messages in a off the beaten path type of way. Let me know if you know what I mean. And if they've already tried to send you messages, let me know how. Like, I feel like, it could be anything, guys, just to get your attention. All right. So I want to get into the messages. I have two Oracle message decks because, again, we're talking about what would they say to you. So let's get some. Ooh, as Cardi B's music goes past my open window. Someone was bumping Cardi B. Okay. Spirit, what would they say to pile one if they could? Because honestly, guys, I do feel like they're gonna try to gain your attention without taking the step of communicating all the way. That's up to you if you're going to, allow that to be an initiator on your behalf. It's always up to you if you move in their direction or initiate some sort of communication. Those of you already in a connection, this could be that this person is, really liking, and they're just not mature is the energy. They could just be really trying to flash and gain your attention and try to be in the spotlight. And you might be a little bit more sophisticated than this person for some of you, but for others, this person could just really, you and this person could just be at the beginning stages, which usually does come through as page energy. Okay, let me stop yapping. Let's hear what this person would yap about. What would they say if they could, Spirit? Let's get 3. And I actually have another message deck too that I want to get into. Nothing really makes sense without you. I can't stop thinking about you. We are forever soul and heart connected. Ooh. Some of you might understand that this person, again, with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups, it does feel that this person, hi, Cloud. Hey, baby. Cloud Strife is saying hi. This does feel like this person does have a lot of, it's butterfly emotions is what I'm saying, but it's feeling as though that it could be self-sabotaging because of it. But it also could be the energy that they're just not ready and they might be healing from something else, guys. That could be for a lot of them. I'm showing you your wounds and things you need to work on. Take that as it fits, guys. I don't know what that's about. That could be the energy that they feel about themselves. Like, I'm working on healing some wounds because I did get a lot of them having their walls up. And this could be them, if what they would say to you is they might share with you what their wounded energy is. We did pick up on that earlier as well. As I hear an ambulance, is it getting closer or farther? It's hard to tell. But let's go ahead and shuffle. It sounds like it's getting closer. Oh, it's passing my street, I think. I'm still here, guys. All right, we're shuffling Roses in Love. A tower moment could feel like that, guys, like that energy. And if you don't know what this person has experienced in the past, if this really is someone that is new and this is a crush and this person wants a new beginning with you, you might sense the hesitancy. You might sense that they're not really grasping your cup yet. Even though you might feel that they are, I don't know, trying to put themselves out there with you. If you work with this person, that could be a feeling of like they always try to make eye contact with you. All right, Spirit, what do we need to see? What would they say if they could? All right. I need space. This separation is needed right now. For a lot of you, I am getting that you might not be communicating with this person, guys. This could be recent. It could also be just the hot cold energy. Like in this moment that you're coming across this reading, the person is being cold. Like you haven't heard this person in a couple of days. Even though you know that they may come back in after a week or so, where you can't really rely on this person. So that could be for some of you, but others of you, it really legit could be a no contact. And this person is giving a little bit of immature, don't wait around for me. It's a little bit of a juxtaposition. I can't stop thinking about you, but then we get don't wait around for me. This person might not want you to wait, especially if they are not ready. It could be really healing some blocks, guys. And again, if they're not for everyone, but I do see this human man. Your person could be a woman too, but some of them might be engaging in, excessive alcohol or substance abuse. Maybe not abuse, but you know what I mean? Like just for them to get out of their own head. And it might not have anything to do with you guys. And that's the hard part. They could be really keeping something else close to their chest. Um, Especially if this is someone new. Even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. So we're getting a little bit of the energy where this person clearly needs, for a lot of you, this, whatever this space is. If you've been coming in very strong, this person might want to balance that as well with the Six of Pentacles. They may want you to, or they may want to set the pace of how you guys communicate. That could be for some of you. I'm running because I don't think I deserve you. Gosh, guys, we're getting hot, cold energy, even with the messages. And that could be confusing. This person might be really confusing to you. They might be, like I said, love bombing. One moment, they might be really coming in strong that and that's again what they would tell you is sorry that this is how I've been acting. Really, I do like you. I have some butterflies for you. You make me nervous. But I'm not sure if I'm ready for this yet. Okay? So that's kind of the energy, guys. It's what I'm getting. So as we close out your reading, I wanted to get some advice just in case you feel, what's the takeaway, Spirit? What is the takeaway with this energy? We're tapping into the Intuitive Whispers Oracle. Spirit, what is the energy of this? What's advice? What messages does Pile 1 need to see with this person that they are thinking about? It's a little hot, cold, and doesn't feel like stable union yet or stable energy. So we got card number 39. Look at the lion and its cub. That feels like Leo energy specifically. That's our fire energy in general. Also spring vibes. Some of you could be a part of the world. I heard that Australia is currently experiencing spring. But where I'm at, it's turning into fall as we close out summer, but time sensitive. All right, so it's card number 39. Vulnerability is power. That could be advice for you. Vulnerability is power. Is this person capable or being vulnerable with you? Have you opened up and been vulnerable with this person? If you have, remember that is so powerful and there should be no regrets in that. get one more. Move through your fear. Card number 41. Looks like new moon. We had a really interesting new moon, or I'm sorry, full moon over the weekend. It could be the full moon, depending on the angle, I guess, but nonetheless, the energy feels very powerful. And we're getting a lot of purple, which could feel like the crown chakra, guys. You might really be, this could be a spiritual connection for some of you, and you might have just began. Oh my God. If this is the beginning stages of what may or may not be one of those type of spiritual connections, guys, this is not easy. Okay? For those of you that have been in the thick of it with this person, you know, it's really up to you whether or not you are, as I hear so many honks in the background for confirmation, that you are ready to release the fear of moving forward in your life. Ground from the root. Card number 5, getting fives, energy of the 5 with the Hierophant coming earlier with Taurus energy. It's feeling as though this connection may not have been grounded, but Spirit might be whispering to remind you to ground your own energy, root it deep, meditate. It feels like you need to meditate if you haven't been. If you've ran away with your thoughts and feelings about this connection, you know, remember that vulnerability is power. Whatever has happened, however it is that you opened up, or if you're thinking about opening up in the near future. For example, if you reach out to this person, right? But it's always your choice. And again, this might look different for a lot of you. But I think that Spirit is coming in to say ground your energy into a very sacred space for yourself. Okay? So that is where we're going to leave this reading. I hope that this made sense. I hope that you learned something about this person and what they would say to you if they could. I hope that you got what you needed out of this reading. Let me know if you did. Send a like my way or a comment if you resonated. And hopefully I'll see you again, guys. Bye. What's up, Pile 2? This is your reading if you chose the Spirit Quartz and or the Disney's Villains Tarot. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get right into today's reading. We're asking, you know, this person on your mind, whoever this may be, whatever connection, whatever situation that you might find yourself in with this person currently at the time of the reading, that you view this reading, I should say. What would they say to you if they could? What would this person that you are thinking about, what would they say to you? What do they want to say to you if they were able to? Now, regardless of whatever circumstances keeps them from communicating this to you, it could be that they don't really express themselves. It could also be that you might be in a no contact. So again, we're leaving it open for Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through, as always, with a collective energy for Pile 2. So we're asking today, what would they say to you if they could? This person on your mind, Pile 2's mind. What would they say if they could to Pile 2, Spirit? What do we need to see today? What would they say to Pile 2? So we have the 9 of coins coming through. Kind of reminds me of the Chicago flag for whatever reason. But 9 of coins is the pentacles, guys. 9 of pentacles. What would they say to you if they could? A little bit of single energy, independent energy, but let's see how this plays or factors into your reading today. So we have the 5 of Swords coming in the reversal. Swords, earth, and air. 5 of Swords specifically is Aquarius. 9 of Pentacles, Virgo. Now we got another five of cups in the reversal. Was that the reverse? Gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, guys. Sorry. As I explained it, I completely forgot how I picked it up. We have the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Interesting. So there seems to be some sort of need to communicate. This person may tell you that they've healed a lot of whatever you and this connection was, because I'm feeling like there must have been some sort of conflict that's being resolved, or in this person's mind, they would tell you that they're over it, maybe in some way, because they also are, I'm getting more so of the energy of them getting past some of the tough emotions that the Five of Cups usually brings. We have the Page of Cups coming through with the Nine of Coins. There it is, the Three of Swords. Okay. Some sort of breakup, some sort of conflict resulted in a breakup. You know, this is Three of Swords. It could be a disconnect, a disunion of some kind, or a separation, something that led, because again, if you and this person are not boyfriend, girlfriend, or even boyfriend, girlfriend, again, man, woman, wife, husband, regardless, whatever connection you may or may not have been in, we got the Three of Swords. So was there an ending of some kind? And what would this person say about it? I think is what we're going to be talking about for your reading. We got the Emperor. And just to double check for a second, yep, this is our first major arcana. The Emperor is card number 4, Aries. Kind of reminds me of like Tony the Tiger. Those of you that know that reference. I don't even know where Tony the Tiger, is that from Serial? It might be from Serial, but that image is coming to mind. And now we have the Ace of Wands in the reversal. But now that I'm looking at this is Raja from Aladdin, potentially, because Princess Jasmine had her pet tiger. And this is Disney's villains. But okay, I'm over analyzing Disney characters, guys. Let me get back into your reading. We have the Knight of Cups in the reversal at the bottom of the deck energy. Okay. So I'm going to be honest. This might not be what you want to hear, but these are the messages. You might feel the same. This might be mirroring, so keep that in mind. But there must have been some sort of ending. Right out the gate, we got independent energy, and now we got the Three of Swords. We got some of these cards that feel like conflict, challenge, and heartbreak. However, this person would tell you, if they could, that they are accepting this ending, and I don't think okay, guys, this is hard for me to say. I'm not going to lie. So I'm just going to say it. I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid, because if this is someone you still want, I'm going to be honest, whether this person has emotions for you or not, this person does not want a new beginning. They are ready to move on. They are ready to go solo or independent energy. And it might even seem like they might be focusing their energy on other new beginnings that might not be with you. We have the Page of Cups, which feels it could be new energy. It could be crushed feelings. It's a page, but it's also the cups. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Page of Cups, and it's coming through with the Nine of Coins. With the surrounding cards, I'm getting the energy that you and this person are at a final stage in your connection, or you already are past that. This person would say that they are not doing so bad independently. They might also be, uh, what am I trying to say? They might also be open to other energies. They might have a crush on someone else, is my point. They're inviting themselves, like they could be dating, for example, but nothing serious, okay? Because again, we're still getting into that independent energy. So as we get further into your reading, guys, this person would talk to you about whatever this conflict is. You know, we're getting the Five of Swords in the reversal. On some occasions, in some readings, that could be like an extreme case. Like this person is having a hard time letting go of conflict. But with this energy that I'm feeling for your reading today, it's almost as if with this end, whatever this end may be with you and this person, they're releasing the conflict. They're releasing whatever it is that they need to release in order to get into their independent stage. They might also be communicating to you. We got the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Wands in the reversal, that they do not want a new beginning. So you might have already been privy to this. This might just be a confirmation for some of you. And again, guys, if this is someone that you still want in your life, at this time, this person is not ready for a new beginning with you. Okay, if this doesn't resonate, this is not your reading. So please don't force it to fit. Knight of Swords does feel like forward movement. With the Knights, I always get action, and especially with swords, it could be very swift. I'm trying to see who is that, but I can't place this character. Either way, there's a ship in the background. Could be something to do with pirates, and it's not a hook. I don't see a hook, but the feeling of them docking their boat, so taking a pause, taking a moment to communicate what they have to communicate with you. And with the Ace of Wands coming in the reversal, it's the feeling of not wanting to renew, where they might be closed off. You know, this is a card of passion. Wands usually represents fire, very passionate energy with the Ace. With it coming in the reversal, and don't be scared of reversals, guys, okay? This is just the energy. But with it coming into the reversal, this could feel as though they might be communicating clearly that at this moment, they do not want a new beginning. We got the Emperor coming through, which was our only major arcana. So I'm wondering if you and this person even got far in this connection. This could be someone, this could be beginning stages. Now, for some of you, and this might be for the minority, excuse me, this person might be telling you about past history, something that they are leaving behind, that they are not going to renew. But I don't think that's for all of you guys. I think that might be a specific message for a couple of you, because the main energy I'm getting is this person is trying to heal. They might already feel healed, or, you know, they could be shoving down those heavy emotions. Some people, you know, I'm getting more so this person could be on the rebound or in that energy, because with the Three of Swords in the upright, it does still feel very fresh, very new. Like this ending came. It could have been a flash in the pan. It could have been an argument, some really strong communication, it feels. And with the Five of Cups being in the reversal. Now, I don't want to ignore the Emperor, especially because I spent so long talking about Tony the Tiger, for some of you that know that. But again, it could be Raja from Aladdin, although he was a good tiger. So I'm not, if you know which tiger this is, let me know. I don't know why I'm focusing on it so much. But again, that could be the energy too. It's coming in the reversal. This person isn't ready for commitment. They are not ready to offer stability they may not even have that in their own life, but with the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, it could just be how they feel in this connection with you guys, where they are not feeling confident to restart or to renew. And of course, we got the Knight of Cups in the reversal, strength, the Wheel of Fortune. They might feel, and then of course, Eight of Cups, guys. I'm getting more so that they may have been the ones that walked away. Eight of Cups is leaving something behind to seek something less challenging, less conflicted, less that keeps them in turmoil. They're trying to find some calm water, and I think they're going to do it. They want to do it alone. And they want to be in that energy of starting new beginnings. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, which is card number 10, it is Pisces energy. It could feel as though they like a cycle has ended. It could feel faded. Could be a karmic. As Cloud Strife, one of my cats, runs past. This person could have ran. It might not be the person for you, is my point, guys. And again, take it this energy as it fits, because if you are not, if there is no ending in this connection, it could also be what this person is wanting to talk to you about. But I think for the majority of you, this communication is currently happening or already came in. And again, this person could have been on the brink of just building their own strength in order to walk away or to make that, to express themselves and what they want, which I think, Nine of Pentacles is, like I mentioned before, it's the nines. The nines in the tarot, guys, is a very singular, independent energy. And again, the next, tens, that's more of when things come together. So with the Wheel of Fortune being a major arcana, it's as though this person is trying to control what path they are walking and following. So I'm curious. We're going to use the messages from animal spirit guides. I really want to see what's going on. What animal spirit, if there's any other details, are we on the right track here, spirit? Is there anything else you could tell us? What would they say if they could? Any messages? Or what animal are they currently, what animal energy are they currently in when it comes to pile 2 and this connection? What would they say, spirit? Do I want 2? I got 2. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Falcon. Ooh. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. This person knows what they want to do, guys. This is air energy again. It's giving a lot of like the Knight of Swords. As far as communication, because I'm getting the feeling that they know exactly what they have to say. And they could be circling. We got the snow leopard. Take some time out for your usual life and spend it in solitude. There it is. The Nine of Pentacles energy. And look at the spots on the leopard. Another cat. I was so focused on the Emperor, which is a cat family, and now we got another cat. Cats could mean something. Someone could be a fire sign. But again, this is a snow leopard. So feeling earth, air. Let's see our last animal. Dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. That's a little bit of the energy I'm getting with the Page of Cups. I don't think it's directed toward, it doesn't have to be directed toward anyone specifically. It could just be what this person's energy is currently in. They could be trying to shove everything else out of their mind. Because again, if this breakup or ending happened, This person is trying to move on quickly, is the point. And dog, it feels like loyalty. Dogs are beautiful, loyal creatures. A lot of animals are, especially the dog. Excuse me. But in this message, misplaced by serving too many masters, it does feel like this person is keeping themselves open. Okay. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay, pal, too. But what I'm getting more so, if anything else, is that this is not someone you really are deep in it with. So if you are feeling a little bit of that addictive energy, for some of you, might not be for everyone. I think it might not be that difficult to move past this energy if you're having a hard time right now, guys, accepting whatever this ending is. And again, this is the current energy. So this person might come around in a couple of months and realize, oh my God, people handle breakups a lot differently. Some people will allow time to mourn, regardless of how long this connection was or how deep this connection ran. There still has to be a moment, especially if this is someone that you care a lot about, or there was some sort of stronger bond that I'm not really seeing with the tarot right now. And again, that doesn't imply that they didn't have passion for you at one point, that they didn't have emotions for you, that they weren't sad. But what I think, it could be two possibilities. One, that they are disassociating from those thoughts. So there's a big difference between staying present, you know, and ignoring things in your life that you have to process and you have to go through. So it could be where this person is not taking time to process the end of this connection and just jumping into something, or in that energy of moving on. And that's what they would tell you, guys. Okay. So let's get into our oracle messages. I want to see what messages, divine love messages, we could get. It's feeling a lot like a karmic. Now, again, that term is so bogus because it diminishes like the connection you could have with someone. Karmic implies that this is not your forever person. It's a person that you are meant to learn lessons from, regardless if this was a very long connection or a very short connection. So for you, whether it was long or short, it doesn't seem like it built too much depth. It could have been a very surface level connection, even though there might have been emotion, but with only one major arcana coming through, that's a big sign for me, guys, because usually it's the opposite. I get a lot of major arcana. So I just want to make sure, and also it could represent that you and this person, there's been time from this breakup. This could just represent that this person is handling the ending differently. Other people break up and they mourn and they take time and they don't date. They keep themselves in a healing state. So that could be what this person is ignoring or avoiding. All right, Spirit, what would they say if they could? What else do we need to see? Okay, we're going to start there. You are my total world. We did get the world energy. And again, not to diminish if this person is a karmic or not to diminish what you and this person had. I think even if with only one major arcana, it could just be where this connection is currently, that there is such a disconnect. So let's see what else we got. I am hopeful that we will reunite again. This could be in the future, guys, because I don't think it's the current energy at all. But again, would I recommend for you to wait around for someone? I would never recommend that. Time spent with you was the happiest time of my life. And that could very well be true. But for whatever reason, and I'm getting more so that there must have been a lot of conflict between you and this person. I'm not sure what it is. This is not the reading to talk about it, but what they would say to you is they're not focusing on those challenges. And that could really be what they're feeling, although they are pushing it down. That's what I'm getting from the tarot, guys. But that could truly be what they're feeling. But here's the thing, if they are resisting the healing process and trying to move on quickly and rebound quickly with someone else, they're gonna come back to this eventually, because you can't bypass. You are my wish fulfillment, and I want you only. Very positive cards with this particular oracle. And I feel like this is what they would say to you if they could. Though what they might be showing you is that they've moved on. So that could be for some of you as well. But I do think I'm still getting, though, for the majority of you, that they would tell you that they're just not ready or wanting a new beginning or to reunite again at this current energy, guys, whenever you come across this reading. Let's see what else we could see with the Roses in Love message oracle deck. The flashbacks I have about us are intense. That could be where the Ace of Wands energy is. Like, there is passion that was between the both of you. I loved you more than I let on. I can't keep going on without you. So it's a little bit of the MG where this person is. Like, currently, they're not moving forward. And if they are, it's to communicate. Now, if there is non-action from this person, that's what they would want to communicate with you guys, what we talked about. But that doesn't diminish how they might feel about you. It could just be where the connection is, where it ended up. And sometimes you can't force a connection, even if there are emotions. Love can't be everything. Passion can't be everything. So even if this person has love for you, or emotions, I should say, I loved you more than I let on, that could just be the energy of them not really taking it past the page energy. Like, it never was grounded. And if it was, they may not have opened up, and it might not have gone deep. There might not have been a vulnerability between the both of you, which could have created a lot of conflict. Bottom of the deck energy, I really fumbled you, and now I'm paying the price. Okay. Yeah, guys, I really feel as though this person is the one that walked away, probably. And you know what's sad about it, too? Because after that, we're getting the Seven of Cups in the reversal, which could represent options or overload. I'm wondering if they were resistant in grounding this into some sort of consistency or stability, because they've been independent for so long and they've been in that energy of being open and dating. So they could have sabotaged it in some way. All right, guys. So as we close out your reading, I hope this resonated. If it did, I'm sure it did if you stayed this long. And again, guys, I'm not sure how serious this connection is. I'm going to be honest, though. It doesn't feel too strong, even though a lot of our message and our oracle messages are, implying that this person did value you, or I would say they mishandled you for sure, whether they value you or not. But it's the feeling as though they may not have seen what was right in front of them until they lost it. And that sucks for them. The grass isn't always greener. Or they may not have been in that phase, that stage, where they were able to recognize someone, like you, pile two. So take it as it fits. But Spirit, let's get into our advice. Thank you for giving us a little bit of an expanded viewpoint from this person, because I feel like they're blocking their feelings right now, guys, is what I'm feeling. They're suppressing. So what they would say to you, a lot would come out. But what they're saying in real life might not sound good right now. And it's because it's part of the ending. So I hope that makes sense. Spacious mind and soul, card number 21. The funny thing is, this is the world energy with the number 21, major arcana that could represent an end of a cycle. But here's a good news though, pal 2. With every ending, there's space is being expanded. Look at spacious mind and soul. So with more space, you're inviting new things to come in. It might not be this person, but I do think that spirit is coming in to say, get sound with your mind and soul and your spirit, Make sure you are good, guys, and you are healing. And you don't have to jump into a rebound that if that doesn't help you. That's what this person might be doing. Peacock. Peacock might be an energy or a symbol. I'm getting peacock a lot lately. You are brilliant. Card number 30. Or it could be a synchronicity for some of you. Also, bird energy. And even just with this person, with their arms spread wide, it's giving the peacock energy. Or at least like someone like inviting in a different sort of frequency. And for you guys, just a friendly reminder, you are brilliant. You might be a fire sign, also an air sign. Let's get one more advice with the bottom of the deck. Ooh, I was going to say, what a pretty card. Card number 8. Listen from your heart. Strength energy, Leo energy with card number 8. Also, we got the 8 of Cups. So whatever is going on with this person, guys, that doesn't mean for you to block your heart. Always come from a place of kindness and love, because remember, you are love. Even if this person did you bogus, I don't know what that looks like for you. And I'm sorry if it was a little toxic, with the 5 of Swords energy coming through, 5 of Cups. This person could be putting up a front. And you are the one that could have been more vulnerable, more emotional, more open to going deeper. And this person may have ended things before it got there. Feel into emotions. Card number 14, Temperance. Look at the butterfly energy. Also, a butterfly could be a symbol. We got the sunflower. We got a lion again, a snake. And then bottom of that is trust yourself with the owl, wisdom. Guys, you're going to get through this. You're going to get through it, guys. And you know what? I wish the best for you guys, because you deserve the best. And remember to stay in your heart space. Don't let one experience, even if it's someone you've been dealing with, and you might sense that this is coming to an end if it hasn't already. But if you're seeing in the background that this person looks like they're moving on, they would tell you that they really haven't, but they're moving on anyway, because that's what they want, guys. That's their choice. So you have to respect people's choices in the current energy and make your own choice, not to focus on the wrong, potentially for some of you, on the wrong energy, at least at this time. Heal what you need to heal. Okay, so this is where we're going to leave your reading. I hope you're okay. Pal 2, I hope this resonated. I hope you learned something, and let me know if you did, or if you liked it, send a like my way. Thank you so much for staying, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome to your reading today. If you chose this piece of amethyst, this crystal, and or the Galactic Star Tarot deck, then this is your reading, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Let's get into it. What would they say to you if they could? Whoever this person is that you are currently thinking about, pile 3. Whatever connection you might be in, whether it's a no contact, a breakup, a separation, a situation or connection, or for those of you where this person might not be so open or expressive or communicative. So regardless of what's going on, we're leaving it open for your reading today, for the collective energy. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through for pile 3 as always. Thank you so much. So what would they say to you if they could? Pile 3. This person on your mind. What would they say to you? What would they say to you? What would they talk to you about if they were able to, if they could? Wow. 6 of Swords. The reason why they walked away. Let's get the rest of your cards, though. It could have been you that walked away. Take it as it fits, but let's see. The Lovers, the choice that they made in walking away, for some, I want to get the rest of our cards, but this is our first major arcana, card number 6, Gemini energy. A beautiful deck. We got the Knight of Wands coming in the reversal. Strength, card number 8, which is Leo energy. It's like the juxtaposition of future and fantasy. The Galactic Star Tarot, dope deck. But what's going on with this person? And it's looking like they would talk to you about why they walked away. They made a choice. The Sun. Wow. This is a beautiful card, guys. Card number 19, Leo energy, with the 6 of Swords, the Devil. This is getting interesting. Now, the Devil is card number 15. By the way, we have 4 major arcana so far for your reading. And the Devil is Capricorn. Sorry, I had a moment. Capricorn energy. Coming next to the Sun, coming under the Lovers, across from Strength, the Devil. There is no denying the Devil. 5 of Swords in the reversal. Some conflict with this person. It could. That's too many. 8 of Swords. Whenever that happens, guys, I usually shuffle one more time. Hearing it's either an ambulance or a fire truck. A lot of honking sirens. I'm not sure if it's getting closer, guys. It's been busy this time of day in Chicago. We got the 9 of Cups in the reverse. And bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. That seems to be an interesting combo for today's reading. But this is upright. Bottom of the deck, Page of Discs, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Ooh. A lot of people at the bottom of the deck. And through it all, 5 of Wands. Competition. All right, let's see. Guys, what is this person wanting to say to you? The first thing that I'm getting, especially can't stop looking at these palm trees. Feels like Hollywood or California. Shout out to my Californians if you're in the US. Or somewhere tropical at the very least. Hawaii, giving that energy as well. Mahalo. 6 of Swords, it's someone walking away, guys. And it feels as though they're getting out of something tough. They're leaving something very conflicted behind. It might have been a very difficult choice. The Lovers is coming with the Devil. They might have been seeking the Sun where they weren't really feeling it Gosh, this is really a lot. I might have to get some clarifiers. I'm okay. Before we talk about the devil, I want to get a clarifier. The devil is being clarified by the lovers. Now, don't mistake the lovers with the Two of Cups, guys. Two of Cups is the romantic card. That's the love card. That's the soulmate card, so to speak, for a lot of the readings. The lovers usually comes in when there's a choice or decision. Now, it is in the upright and it's being surrounded by someone walking away and the devil energy. I'm wondering if something distracted this person, pulled this person from your energy. Did they flip flop? Did they move on to someone? We got the Knight of Wands in the reversal with the devil, guys. This could be a person that completely switched modes on you. Did they choose someone else? Something about competition we got at the bottom of the deck. With so many people, we saw a lot of court cards. Is this person did this person make you an option, and did you set boundaries? You might be coming through as the sun. They're walking away from the sun, dude. They're walking away from something that they know could be good for them, joyful, blissful. So if this doesn't feel like your reading, guys, I wouldn't force it to fit. But this is for those of you that are in the collective of someone feeling like they're playing with your emotions. They could be hot cold, but I do feel like at this point, this person is making a decision to walk away. It could have been very difficult for them because I do feel like they have passion for you, but I'm also getting that they might be open to others. That could just be what the energy is. That could be where the challenge is. Why is this devil coming out, Spirit? Let me shuffle it actually one time, just in case. To mix up those people, get those people shuffled around. And again, I've used this deck multiple times, guys. This is a really dope deck. So let's see. Why is the devil here, Spirit? What is this implying? Does it have to do with the Knight of Wands in the reversal? Another five. Five of discs. Okay. Guys, this person could have been breadcrumbing you in some way, or that's how they operate. That's the current energy that this person is. Gosh, for some of you, and again, guys, if this is the case, I'm sorry. If this was like a sort of one night stand, you thought this might have been something that it wasn't. Now this person walked away. That could be for some of you, legit. And if that's the case, dude, just remember that you are worthy no matter what. Okay? But I don't think it's for everyone. Not everyone is in that one night stand phase of their life. So this could also just be you're coming across an energy of someone that would keep it real with you. Like, I am walking away from you because I'm not ready to give up my other options. I'm not ready. And again, I don't think they're getting any fulfillment. We have the Nine of Cups in the reversal. This is feeling as though they are gaining more strength and toxic energy. It's kind of yucky. The feeling of, Nine of Cups in upright is someone that is just sound and happy and fulfilled and joyful. And if they are walking away from the sun, now again, you might not be a fire energy, specifically Leo, but that could just be you in general. Like your frequency is vibrating a beautiful illumination that this person can't miss. They're not ignorant, is my point. Even though they're making a conscious, they're the point I'm trying to make is they are making a conscious decision from walking away from something that could bring them a lot of bliss and happiness. They could have strung it along, but I do feel like they would tell you that they have to make a decision to walk away from you because they are not ready to give up whatever it is that they are doing with the devil. Okay, but they're not getting fulfillment, is my point. To go back to the Nine of Cups, we're getting it in the reversal. and it's gaining strength. But again, guys, if someone is in their ego, in their mind, that could be where this person is. They may not see what, gosh, it's so frustrating to talk about because and don't get me wrong, I wasn't always conscious, like especially back in the day when I was in my 20s, I probably say, not too back in the day, but you know what I mean? Like in your 20s, you could, not for everyone, if you have an older soul, but I don't. So for me, back in the day, is like that feeling of being an adult and still not knowing the lessons. So this person could be in the thick of this energy and not know how to get out of it. But I'm also getting that they may not want to get out of it, even though they know it's not Eight of Cups. So this did want to come out, guys. Another card indicating someone walking away, thinking that the grass is greener. Look at that sunrise. It's over the hill. It's at the end of the road. But is it? Because by the time that person gets there, it's going to be nighttime, probably. The moon's going to be up. And notice that this person is leaving like that red Corvette, or I don't know if it's a Corvette. Either way, this person is walking away. So, gosh, I feel like your energy is coming through as stronger, guys. That's why I'm not like pampering or babying you right now, because I do feel like you already kind of know this energy is happening with this person. This person could be attempting or could have been attempting to front or come off as someone they aren't, but you knew maybe they still were dabbling in other connections, other people, leaving their options open. That you might have set boundaries. So what would this person say if they could? You bring them joy. They consciously walked away from you, even though they know that you bring them joy and bliss, that you could be their happy ending. They decided no. And that's so weird, isn't it? Because wouldn't you want to walk towards something that brings you joy? But it's almost as though this person is placing those emotions in something, it's like false, but they may not see it yet. This person has a long way to go. This person could be very young, or that again could just be the person getting overwhelmed by their emotions, and that could be what they're used to, like the beginning stages of feeling, thinking there's an emotional connection, might get physical. This person moves on. It may or may not get physical. Okay. I did want to get, I'm just keep seeing the Hanged Man. I do want to get one more card for, I mean, I guess I don't need any more, but might as well get one more for the devil. Seven of Wands, boundaries. Okay. So it's just saying a lot of the same things. We got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Spirit. Now, we did get a lot of major arcana. So I can't diminish that you or this person might tell you that they really do have strong, gosh, I don't know if it could be feelings, but again, I'm feeling that they're suppressing it. They're more in their physical, they're more in their passion, they're more leading with their passion over their soul, heart, or and I feel like also it's like false logic. They're not even being logical because they're walking away from the sun, guys. Who walks away from the sun? Um, to find the sun. Like even in the Six of Swords, it's like this person is chasing the sunrise, but it could also represent that they're too late and it's the sunset. We got that same energy as well somewhere else. We may have, I forget where that energy was, but that feeling of the sun easily becoming, temporary. Now we got Temperance at the bottom of the deck energy, another major arcana, Sagittarius, fire energy, imbalance of emotions, very wounded energy. That could be your energy. Someone is not offering their cup anymore because they're choosing another path, guys. And I'm sorry. Let's actually, before we get into the message, I knew that I was. Let's get into the messages from the animal spirit guides. I really want to see what messages, what would they say to you if they could? I mean, I if they haven't been honest to you about other options or other people, that's what they would tell you guys. They would own it. But I think they would also tell you why they're breadcrumbing you, why they're walking away or being hot cold, because they know you are worthy of better and they can't give you that. Even and again, if they're not letting go of your energy and they're keeping you on a, I was going to say leash, but that sounds so bogus, but the feeling of keeping you at bay where you're not completely disappearing yet, it's because you do bring this energy into them and they're not getting it anywhere else. But they still are getting pleasure out of it though, guys. Because that's where the strength is, especially because we're getting, it's like they're trying to satiate themselves and they're not getting there. If they could have an addiction. They could be addicted to pleasure in some way. Spider, polar bear. Trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire, enlighten. And the polar bear. I wanted to get one, and then if we wanted another one. But this person could be at this time, could be cold to you. Now we're getting 3. Spirit, what should we do? Spirit is saying to keep it. So we got cat, boar, and mouse. Cat and mouse game. Ooh. Dude. And it's like a boar, like someone being aggressive, coming in like a bulldozer. Let's see what these messages, bottom of the deck, emo. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. Okay. This person, again, is leading with their passion. So, boar, take your problems head on with confidence and courage. You will emerge victorious. That's what this person thinks they're doing, but I feel like they're ramming into a wall of their own building. And definitely right away, the cat and mouse. I've never gotten this energy before. So, pile 3, you're the first time I'm getting this type of energy in this deck. So let's see what these messages say and see if they resonate. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. That could be what they would tell you. Like you're missing the signs. I'm being obvious. That could be for some of you that are might be in denial or might not wanting to admit that this person is not being exclusive right now. The cat, domestic. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your codependency on others. That could be this person's attitude when it comes to domestication. You know, settling down, finding that person, even if that person is the son. Dude, listen, for those of you that might be stuck on this person, I don't think it's all of you. I think it could be a few of you though, that this might be hard messages to hear. And I'm so sorry, guys. But for those of you that know and could kind of understand where this person is, you might have dabbled in this energy for a while, but now you're kind of over it. This could be you walking away. All right. I'm excited to see what messages come through with our message decks. Divine love messages, and then we're also going to get into roses and love messages. Spirit, for pile 3, with this energy, this cat and mouse, this chase, that feels like it's coming to a endpoint because at this point, someone's walking away or making that decision to Spirit, sure the lovers was still okay. Spirit, what messages? What is pile three's this person on pile three's mind would want to say or would say? I want to reach out to you. So within this person walking away, they could still feel that temptation. That's what they could still be doing. For some of you, like I said, it could be a hot, cold, breadcrumbing situation, love bombing. You and this person could be physical with each other, but it might not have been taken to a serious or the next natural phase. But I also am getting with the devil and the knight of wands in the reversal that this person could be, just be safe if you are being physical with this person, guys. And I don't think that's for all of you because I do think that there is some sort of ending at this point. You are my total world. Yeah, you're the sun, dude. As music passes. And I had a crush on you from the start, from the very start. We have, I want to come into alignment with you, but here's the thing. I don't think that's going to happen if this person is still keeping their options open. And it doesn't seem like this person is going to change anytime soon, only because we're getting the devil, guys. Like the devil is very strong energy. That's very difficult when you're in the thick of something. Like it could take years for you to recognize toxic habits or toxic ways. So depending on this person, and again, this person feels like new to this, or they could be young, living in a different phase of life. But if this person is older, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, where they should know that or I should say that this phase should have passed, then this could just be where this person's set point is, guys. Like this could just be this person. And they're not willing to change. So they'd rather walk away from something really beautiful than commit. They could be really in their ego, their fear, but you can't change a person, guys. So keep that in mind. I'm not sure how strong or deep this connection went. We have a lot of major arcana. So I'm not sure what type of connection this is, guys. It could be anything. It could also be where you and this person are just friends, but you're crushing on this person, but you're realizing this person is not trying to settle down. So, it's something like that too. Let's get our roses and love messages, guys, and then we're going to get your advice. But, Spirit, what else would this person say if they could to our pile threes? What else would this person say to our pile threes? I want to break the no contact. For a lot of you, you might not be speaking right now, which makes sense with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. This could have been very fresh. That could be where all the major arcana is, that this could have been a big moment for you or not. Take it as it fits. But for those of you that had a hard time releasing this energy, still might be. You know what, guys? I feel like it's protection for you. Like that's what it feels like. Like spirit is protecting you. So don't force this person to be in your life, especially even if you feel that connection, guys. That's so hard. Don't wait around for me. I am coming in to show you a better version of me. This person could be wanting to change. That could be something that they might talk to you about. They may say, like, it might take a while. It may take a while for me to commit to a different lifestyle or a different, or want or be open to a different sort of connection. But it could also be that they're not at the right stage in their life, like where they don't feel stable. They could be in between jobs. They may be financially struggling. So, and that could be really hard, to hear. If if it's like one of those connections where it could be really great, but because this person can't give you stability, they're just having those physical connections with others. Like, but again, that could be for some of you. That might feel like this connection is really deep or spiritual, if this is like a spiritual connection of some kind. But I think for a lot of you, this might not be the right person for you. You're too good for them. I'm getting. I want to make you mine. Yeah, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. That could be with this person's energy as well. Like they're good, but really they're not. Because even in the tarot, it does seem like they are more focused on what is currently in front of them than looking to the past. Like they have a really good way of disassociating. Um, Gosh, I hope you're okay, pile three. Again, some of your connections could be so different. As the sun is going down, the lighting is shifting in the room, and we're talking about the energy of sunrise versus sunset. I feel like that's meaningful for this reading, pile three. If you're still here, let's get into your advice. Hang on one second. I'm going to clear my throat. Okay, I'm back. I also drank some water and just took, it was like literally 5 seconds. I didn't have to pause, but. All right, guys, let's get into your advice because this was some interesting energy. All of the readings today were really interesting. And I guess I should have expected it. What would they say to if they could? Like that just it makes sense that there's going to be some tough messages, but whether you think that this is tough or not, I'm not sure. It really depends on how you feel about this connection. So let's get into your advice, guys. What do you want? What advice do we need to see for pile three? For what's going on with them right now? For the collective spirit, what do we need to see? Jeez. A lot of advice, but we're going to take it. Let go of control, card number 27. You got two cards falling together. The power of silence, card number 3, could represent the Empress energy, Venus, Taurus energy, Earth, grounding your energy with silence, meditation. Again, for those of you that resonate with this being a spiritual connection of some kind, that could be what the path is right now. Feel into emotions. Card number 14, temperance again. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. We have the butterfly energy, which is change. We got that lion, Leo energy again. We have sunflowers a lot in this reading for you. A couple of times at the very least with this yellow dress that reminds me of Belle from Beauty and the Beast, even though this is not a deck for fairy tales. And now I think I hear a helicopter outside my window. Probably the evening news. So feel and emotions. Let's move on. Intuitive journaling. Ooh, Spirit is telling you, guys, to look within. Intuitive journaling is so good. It feels so good. And I've been months without journaling at certain points. And even now, lately, I haven't been journaling at all. I haven't journaled in a very long time. And I think it's because I'm just in my complete spiritual awakening path. I'm in union with self, I feel. Like I just feel so connected. So the thoughts don't stick. Usually when I journal, it's because I'm trying to release thoughts. So that could be what you are working on. Releasing that energy, those thoughts. And that's why journaling is so helpful. And I should go back to it because even though, it's easier for me to be present and to release thoughts and to have better days, my set point is a little different. There are tough moments. There are tough experiences. in my work today, I came across a couple of challenges that I had to navigate, and I think I did a pretty good job navigating it, because I had to check in. So that could be you needing to check in. Oh my God, lions, again, a lot of cat energy, a lot of Leo energy. As Cloud Strife, my cat, comes in, he wants to play. So vulnerability is power. I I've gotten this message before. I'm feeling as though if you've been vulnerable with this person, don't have any regrets, guys. Don't dim your light. Whatever light you shined on this person, whether they deserved it or not, that takes a lot of power. That takes a lot of strength. But maybe this was the lesson of discernment. Who are you shining your light and illuminating your light for? As I see Cloud Strife's paw come up the wall. So, bottom of the deck energy is the magic of nothingness. Gosh, guys, silence, nothing, intuitive journaling, feel into emotions. There was a reason why all these cards come out, and I think it's just spirit really reminding you that you already might know all of this. It's a reminder to put it into practice, especially if you fell off. And that's so easy to do. I fall off all the time. And then I notice myself getting triggered easily, and then I'm like, wait a minute. It's because I'm not doing my rituals, my practices. So, because of this reading, I'm gonna hopefully journal tonight. I really do need to check in with myself, with my mind, I should say. But because yourself is your soul, is my point. All right, guys. Some of you get it. Some of you might still be learning it. But either way, thank you so much for staying this long. Thank you so much. I hope this resonated, and if you stayed this long, I'm sure it did, and I hope you're okay. Is my point, guys. Let me know what's going on if you can, and I love you, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys.